All right, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today, guys, I really want to talk about something that most of you may be able to relate to. But then again, I understand that a lot of you that may view, that's going to end up viewing or watching the video, that you may not. And that's totally fine with me. Okay. I'm still going to, just do what I've been doing. Okay. Period. But what I want to talk about today is that I want to say this. Stop being so nice. Stop. Like literally just stop being so nice. And I want to say this, that it's a thin line between being nice and being naive. Because a lot of times being nice, people treat you like trash. Being nice, people manipulate you. Being nice, people can just treat you however they want to. Being nice, people don't take you serious. Being nice, people just do whatever they feel that may make them feel good about how they show up for you or what they choose to do for you, and things of that nature. So, and being naive is basically you just believing anything that come out of anybody's mouth. Basically, a person tell you to jump, you jump. A person telling you to move, you move. A person telling you to do this, you do it. So basically, that's being naive. And so I want to say this, like, when you get tired of certain people manipulating you, using you, taking advantage of you, you will create a healthy boundary. You will say enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not giving my time anymore. I'm not giving out no more money. I'm not even giving my energy. I'm not going to entertain this person. I'm not going to go back and forth with nobody. I'm not going to, argue with nobody. I'm not going to fight with nobody because basically, what is the purpose of it? And y'all already know my channel is about purpose, but it's also about addressing problems that we face in life while on the path of purpose. So, with that being said, again, you know, stop being so giving to people. Sometimes that same energy and that same motivation, that same inspiration that we give to people, sometimes you got to save just a little bit for yourself. And again, and even if somebody is taking advantage of you, you just know it. Like every time, and I'm gonna say this, one thing about being chosen and having purpose on your life, we don't ask people for money. We don't ask people for much. We ask for certain people to show up, be there, show support. And when you know that those people that you have asked over and over again, because one thing about it, we're not going to beg nobody to do anything. Family, friends, so-called friends, people that that attach themselves to us, and thinking that they know us, they know of us, but they don't know us. Because you have those people, oh, I know you. No, you don't. I just met you this year. I just met you just a few days ago. How you know me? So with that being said, you know, like I said, when you get tired of people doing certain things to you, you will learn to speak up for yourself. You will, learn to address people and stop people and say, hey, you're not going to treat me like that. No, I'm not going to keep giving you money because what I give you is what I never give back in return. And some of these people, they have vowed to do this and to be there for you, and they never did it. They never did it. So therefore, you have to learn to cut off the supply. You have to learn to cut off all resources from certain people because people will only do to you what you allow them to do to you. If you are tired of a person hurting you, then you need to stop letting that person hurt you. If you are tired of a person constantly draining you, you need to stop it. You need to cut it off because certain people are not going to stop doing certain things to you until you speak up for yourself, until you let a person know in a nice way, because Going back to the beginning of the video, stop being so nice. But we can cut off people in a nice way. We can separate from people in a nice way. It does not have to be disrespectful. It doesn't have to be arrogant. It doesn't have to be, I'm a fight you and I'm a get back at you and all of that. We don't have to do that. And that's what drives a lot of people crazy that have betrayed us, that have used us, that have tried to manipulate us and steal money from us, and on and so on. I can go down the list. But then again, by us being nice and being there for certain people, and especially, I'm gonna say this, especially your family, because, and I'm making this video because, because certain people, if you know, you know. I'm not gonna go deep in details about it. I'm not gonna sit on here and talk to y'all like y'all are in pre-K. I'm not gonna do that. That's a waste of my time, waste of my words, and waste of the wisdom that God has given me. Period. But what I will say, for those of you who have gone through what you have gone through with your family, you are that one that a lot of people in your family, they call when they need something. You are the one when they need prayer, they call you for prayer. And sometimes you got to get out of God's way and let God deal with them. Let God be and show up for them. You need to step back. You need to separate yourself. You need to withdraw. Because sometimes when we are constantly showing up for a person, we are constantly always there. We are constantly, we're constantly putting ourselves out, risking our peace and risking our joy to be able to always be there to help somebody else. Sometimes that will wind up hurting you. So sometimes, it's better to create healthy boundaries, especially with your family. Because you look at people in the Bible like Joseph, like Moses, like even Jesus, that they families, they tried to literally they rejected them, they didn't receive them, they came up against them, they plotted and planned stuff up on them, they tried to use them, and on and so on. And so I'm saying this to say that sometimes you can love people, but you need to love them from a distance. You need to love them with enough respect for yourself that, okay, if I cannot help you, I'm not going to hurt you. And before I hurt you, I'm going to remove myself. I'm going to step back. I'm going to step away, and I'm going to let God deal with you. I'm going to let God convict you. I'm going to let him do what I can't do. Because if I get in my flesh, if I get in my carnal, if I develop a carnal mindset, to where I'm believing what the enemy put in my mind about you, then what benefit is that going to have to my life? So sometimes we have to let God take control of situations that we cannot control. So again, stop being nice. Learn to create healthy boundaries. Learn to say, "Hey, I can't be there right now," or I'm busy working right now. I'm working on myself. I'm working on my business. I'm working on my heart. I'm working on trying to become a better me. I'm working on trying to be successful in my life. And sometimes when you are in that season of striving to be successful, it comes a time where you have to separate. You have to, stop giving so much to people and let God lead you to who to give, what to give, and how to give. Period. So, because, at the end of the day, like I said, being naive, you're only hurting yourself. Like, how many times do a person has to hurt you for you to see that they are doing this intentionally and on purposely? A lot of these people that have done us wrong and keep stealing from us, this could be a brother, this could be a sister, this could be your own mother. How many times do they have to hurt you for you to see it? How many times do you have to wind up broke for you to be able to see it? How many times do you have to, literally remember in your mind of you crying at night, you being sick and nobody was there? And I'm not saying this out of hatred. I'm not saying this out of unforgiveness. I'm saying this to get you to be able to see and understand that it's a difference. It's a thin line between being nice and being naive, being gullible and just believing anything a person say, anything a person just come to you with. Because to truthfully be honest, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna be as authentic as I can be. We're living in times where you need your peace. You need joy. You need to, you need to pour in so much love into yourself. Because a lot of people, they don't even have that. A lot of people with millions of dollars are searching for love, searching for peace, searching for something that gives them joy. I'm talking about unspeakable joy. I'm talking about the joy of the Lord is my strength type of joy. I'm talking about that joy. I'm talking about the peace that surpasses all my understanding. That type of peace. I'm not talking about peace that comes from materialistic things or peace that just comes from pleasure or sex or drugs or drinking or smoking. I'm not talking about that peace. Because that's a peace, that peace is temporary. I'm talking about the eternal peace where all hell can be breaking loose, but I got peace in my mind, peace in my heart. People can be attacking me spiritually, but I got peace. Because God said in his word that he said he'll keep his mind in peace whose mind is stayed up on him. So regardless of my situation, regardless of who I don't have and what I don't have and what people choose not to do for me and not I'm not being there for me, I got peace at the end of the day. I got peace. I got peace about people that don't like me. I got peace about people who hate me without a cause. I have peace. And this is something that a lot of people do not have. Y'all need to, man, I'm telling you, bro, this is something that people don't have. And one thing about it, when God give you peace, you got to fight for that peace. You got to fight for that joy. So again, don't be gullible. Stop believing everything a person say. Let God show you who you should be there for. Because like I said, us being nice, us nice people, we get used more than anybody. Nice people, we get treated like trash. We get walked on like a doormat and everything. But it comes a time to where you have to say enough is enough. It comes a time to where you get tired. It comes a time to where you gonna say what you gonna say what you really want to say, whether it come out the nice way or not. But I'm hoping and praying it comes out the nice way. But what I'm saying is that everybody has a boiling point. Everybody has a breaking point, And so before you reach that breaking point, you really need to break some cycles. You need to break some old ways of thinking. So that you can live a better life, so that you can be more blessed. Okay, because God give us wisdom. So again, stop being nice. And I love you guys so much. This is the end of the video. Make sure, guys, you also drop a comment. And if you don't, hey, that is totally fine. The boat is gonna keep sailing forward. Period. Love you guys so much. Pray that the message was a blessing.